Hey guys. So the Bruins finally look like they're mortal for a little while, and they've lost 2 in a row. And I feel like fans are split into 2 groups. And I was thinking about how to categorize them, and I realized that the answer's right in front of me. So I'm going to show you. See, some of you are Velma. Velma is a little bit of a psycho. She's emotional, she gets upset when things don't go her way, and she lets everyone around her know that she's upset about it. She's a little harder to handle at times, but hey, we still love her. She's part of the family. Right, baby? Yeah. Velma was actually the one who tore holes in this sweatshirt, ironically, after a loss. And some of you are Zed. Zed is cool, calm, collected. That's just how he lives his life. Doesn't get too high, but he also doesn't get too low. So the best moments, maybe he doesn't feel that raw emotion quite like a Velma would, but the worst moments, he also doesn't feel quite as sad. Also a good little baby, just a little different than Velma. Hey, that's kind of fun. What are my fans? Raccoons. Very, very diseased raccoons. Low quality fans of a high quality Bruins team. That is not a dub. The first time, this is game 49, the first time this season that I have said that 2 videos in a row. Yeah, kind of crazy to put that all in perspective, isn't it? That's a big old yikes. This is a yikes, a yike-a-rooney and cheese. I don't know if that one works, but we try it. We try it. Tough loss. That's a tough loss. But I don't really have a silver lining for this. But I will remind some of you one thing. Look, I hate losing. And I try to refine it in these videos to talk about the game and about the team and be as positive as possible because unrelenting optimism is my style. That's what we do. You can vent, you can be upset. I'm not going to hold it against any of you. But maybe remember what a normal regular season is, even for a President's Trophy winning team or a dominant team or a cup favorite. Losing back-to-back games happens, and losing games in ridiculous fashion happens, and getting outplayed in a third period every now and again happens. Like, I'm not washing away this wash. There's a lot to learn from in this one. There's a lot to look at and dissect, but I will tell you one thing. Some of the reactions I'm seeing, it's a little much. It's a little much. It's 2 losses in a row. It happens. It happens. It's hockey. It's 82 games. It happens. So just remember, think back to last year or the year before, or the year before, or the year before, or the year before, or the year before. Go back to 1929. Because I think that's the last crazy season we had. Like crazy like this one. Look all the way back there and think about every single season and see that these moments exist. They existed in 1970, 1972. They existed in 2011. They exist. I just want to remind you guys that. It's okay. It's okay. All that being said, what the fuck was that? God damn! Through 40 minutes, you have this game. Sure, you can't seem to beat this third-string goalie who has an .877 save percentage through 4 games this year. I get it. It's annoying, it's frustrating, you've gone cold, the power play has gone cold, but you're tied, you're going into your period, the third period. Just beat this Tampa team, this Florida team that is not doing well this year, and you almost do, and you almost steal it. But the problem is, you would have had to steal it, because although through 40 minutes you were the better team, the last 20 minutes you were anything but. You were the Anaheim Ducks playing the Colorado Avalanche. All of a sudden. Wait, didn't the Ducks just beat the Avalanche? Fuck, hockey's weird. The Florida Panthers are 5-3-2 coming into this one in their last 10. They're top 10 in offense. They can score, but defensively, and goaltending, they've been suspect, to say the least, all season. They're sinking a season, that defense and goaltending, sinking a season where they thought they'd be competitive, not only competitive, but kind of a dark horse candidate for a cup. Should finish in the top 3 of their division, or at least compete. They thought they might bump Tampa out of the top 3, and, well, I guess they thought they were going to bump us out, but that wasn't happening. But they are a handful of points outside of a wild card spot, and they've played more games. They need every point right now. And I think that showed in the third period of this game. We've had 3 meetings with them so far, a 5-3 win, a 5-2 loss, and a 7-3 win. So I guess we're even. We've each won 2 now. Yay, God. On our end of the ice, we have Sway in net. This was his not great game. He was doing so well. He was upward trajectory, and then yeef. Tough game for him. McLaughlin to center the fourth line. With Greer and Smith. Foligno's going to bump up to the third. Kopanen takes a seat for a bit. The more I look at our bottom 6, the less confidence I get, because with each injury, it's not looking so great. But hey, it is what it is right now. We got to work through it. Every team has injuries. I saw the post on Reddit where someone asked about YouTube channels, and I saw a bunch of you talk about this channel, and I just want to say it's really, really appreciated. And yes, I live in the back rooms. I have to dodge monsters all the time. Somebody made that comment because the walls don't have anything on them anywhere else in the house, and I look like I live in... Leave me alone, guys. It is really funny. That made me laugh. So I just now have nightmares that my house is actually full of monsters that I just have to dodge around and go in different places. So some of you won't get that reference at all. That's fine. Like, comment, subscribe. We are so close to 2,000. There was a chance we could have hit it before the All-Star break, but games where we lose, there's a lot less subscribers. So that probably got sunk. But who cares? Because the channel's still fun, and that's the only reason we do it. Puck drops! Again, we start the game with Let's Go Bruins chants. I love you guys! These fans! They traveled specifically to Florida. 7:30 into the first. It's 2 bad turnovers in a row in the neutral zone. Second time, it turns into 2-on-1. Swayam makes the save on Verhaeghe, who gets too close to pass, so it's kind of an easier save, so good for him. 7:50 in, 20 seconds later, Foligno and Lomberg go for roughing after whistle. So we're going to go to 4v4 for a couple of minutes. 36 seconds into that, Marchand is going to go for holding. So 4v3 less than 9 minutes into the first period for $1.24, then 5v4 for 36 seconds. This is a huge moment to start the game. 4v3s are very hard to kill. 5v3 is even harder so, obviously. But 4v3s is just a lot of space, so it seems like it's going to be easier for them to maintain the puck, get good scoring chances, retrieve the puck, and it was! But we do have a great kill. Thanks to Barkov missing the net twice from the slot, because he's a scrub, even though, anyway, I don't want to talk about it. Swayman making 2 big saves from the slot, and then Foligno coming out of the box and fighting his way through 3 players to keep the puck in the offensive zone for the last 30 or so seconds before it gets bumped back out. This team knows how to kill penalties. It's gorgeous. I love it so much. I just wish they could score on power plays. 7:48 left of the period. We gave up another 2-on-1. They had 4 separate 2-on-1s in this period, and they squandered all of them mostly by themselves. This one was a Bergeron back check where he actually comes all the way sneaking around, lifts a stick, and for his troubles, he is going to get chopped in the teeth with a stick. 4-minute power play, and we do nothing with it. Just awful. What an awful, terrible power play that was. Disheartening. And we talked about it a lot early in the season. A bad power play does what? It gives confidence to the other team, gives momentum to the other team. 3:10 left. An awful play by Montour. He's in the right corner of his defensive zone and chucks it right at the slot. And Smith is just allowed to grab it, skate right in, shoot low blocker. Goal. Alex Lyon gets totally hung out to dry on that one. Just an awful, terrible play. And this is why I think the Panthers were almost going to feel like we felt after the Tampa game. After the Tampa game, we were like, God, we just couldn't get a bounce. Like, I felt like we could have been the better teams at the game, but nothing was going our way. We gave up 2 fluke goals, like, just awful. They give up a fluke goal right in the beginning by turning it over right to Smith so he can walk into the slot and score. Great shot by Smith. Good play by him. I don't want to take anything away from that, but that's a terrible play by Montour. But we're going up 1-0, and Jack wouldn't shut his mouth about how the Panthers can't come back. I don't believe in omens, except for I'm very superstitious, and I believe in all of them. Jack, come on, man. You know, Come on. This game's on Jack Edwards. That's who it's on. 1:23 left. Smith with a breakaway. Lions stones him 5-hole. Smith was never going to score 2 goals in one game. Come on. Come on. Second period starts. We are told Frederick is not on the bench. I didn't even realize. Midway through the first, he took an injury, lower body injury. He would not return, which is just more trouble brewing in the injury front. Scary moment early in the second, though. $1:14 in. It's a wraparound by Tkachuk after a breakdown defensively, and it gets somewhat over the line, but Swayman gets his leg across and kicks it out. Does not get all the way over the line. No goal. I thought in live time it crossed. It really looked like there was enough space there to cross, but it was just the way it bounced. And again, just bad luck for the Panthers. 3 minutes in, Marchand in tight on Lion, save. Pasta in tight on Lion, save. Scramble in front. Pasta, shot, blocked. Lion on his back, blast from the right point. I don't even know what player took it. And it's blocked again. No goal. Just a miracle that this little rubber disc did not get into the damn net. And it all happens, I want to give some credit here, all happens because Clifton has some nice skating through the offensive zone where he swerves all the way around and has a beautiful feed to Marchand for that first chance in tight on Lion. Clifton has really grown confident in the offensive zone, and it can only get better in my book. I really like what he's doing on that third pair. 6:20 in, 4-on-2 for us. Lion stops Hall. Marchand gets knocked down on the play after the play goes the other way. Verhaeghe's going to go for interference. We're going to have another power play, and it's another bad PP. It's okay, Ian. Calm down. I'm starting to get worked up again. Calm down. 8:55 in. 3 guys caught deep in the offensive zone. Transition the other way. Panthers are going to have a 3-on-2. Barkov on the right circle shoots past forward. Montour, who is skating behind forward, doesn't even look like he's looking at this shot. It hits his stick and deflects past Swayman's glove side. Tough to blame Swayman for that one just because it is a deflection. They just got a good bounce there. There's your good luck, Panthers. You deserved that. They really, really did deserve that. So it's 1-1. I'm not worried. Why would you be worried? They suck defensively, and we have the second best offense in the league now. We've dropped a little bit. 9:30 left. I don't know how this doesn't go in. Krejci sneaks behind the defense after Pasta takes his zone. It's a great shot into the slot. It's sort of a shot pass. Krejci gets a tip, goes off the post, hangs around on the red line. Lion gets his glove over it and pulls it back. It looks like it could have gone in, but you can't see the puck, so you can't just assume that it got over. I know a lot of the glove was over, but what if it was under the wrist a little bit? If that was called against us, if that was like, oh, that is a goal, even though you never actually saw it across the red line, I'd be livid. I'd rather them wave that off, so they do. They wave it off, they review it, it's still no goal. Fine, whatever. 6:40 left of the period. Foligno, high stick by Smith, 2-minute power play. Yikes! Again, terrible. Just terrible. 2:05 left. Coyle just checks the puck on net. Well, not even on net. Into the crease. He's on the right wall, throws it into the crease. There's not a chance in hell we score here. Bennett tries to smack it out of the air. It's like 1.5 feet off of the ice. And he goes top shelf on Lion. Buries it in his own net. 2-1 us. You know, there was a piece of me that really thought, hey, maybe that's all we need. There really was a piece of me in there. But it wasn't. Third period starts, and 1:47 in, one of the worst calls I've seen all year, but luckily they discussed it and waived it. Lundell fell over with Zacha in the vicinity. No physical contact whatsoever, and he just falls over, basically loses an edge, and they call it. Again, it was waved off after the refs talked about it. Thank goodness, because I would have been so mad. 5 minutes in, Lundell, backdoor, posting out. Things are just not going the Panthers' way. They've hit like 3 posts at this point. They've had a ton of chances that just blocks and deflections and weird crap that just they can't seem to get a bounce. And then with 11:31 left, Panthers take the zone, and Bennett just rips a wrister from above the right circle. Huge gap. No one's trying to block it. I'm not really sure defensively what the structure was there, but Swayman got beat from a long ways away, and it's a great shot, but that is low blocker. That's a savable puck. So, long shot, 2-2. 8:35 left. Reinhardt. Breakaway. Posting out. Again, Panthers just can't seem to get the bounces that they want. 48 seconds left! It was it! That was it! It's been 4 minutes of absolute heart attack hockey, and then we are in their zone for about 45 seconds straight. We're moving the puck around. It's gorgeous. It's wonderful. And then the puck gets moved to Pasta, who's coming off of the bench. Fresh legs. We were doing the 1-by-1, transfer them out. You know what I'm talking about. He comes over on the left side of the blue line, gets the puck, and just rips this at Lions. I can't remember who's in net for them. And he just beats him. He just beats him clean. It's a hell of a shot. And it's 3-2 with 48 seconds left. You have 48 seconds to kill. 48 seconds. We lose the faceoff. They pull the goalie before the faceoff, by the way. So empty net. Lose the faceoff at center ice. They get the puck deep. And then they don't leave our zone. They don't leave our zone. With about 15-ish seconds left, Carlo pins the puck behind our net. I actually liked this play, and I know a lot of people are going to disagree with that. We see this play a lot with big defensemen who there wasn't a way for him to get, they were crashing down on him, so rather than risk turning it over or just icing it, he pinned it. 3 guys on him. They were able to squirt the puck out. We didn't have another guy in there to support at the angle that it was squirted out. It gets pushed up to the slot. It gets thrown into the slot. Carlo dives to block it, and then it bounces back out to Barkov, who snipes glove side. It's 3-3 with 1.4 seconds left. So we're going to overtime. We never touch the puck in overtime. To win the faceoff, they go into our zone. I think it's 14 seconds in. Reinhardt with a hell of a one-timer, high blocker corner. Just gorgeous shot. 4-3 final. We lose 2 in a row. Game notes. I thought Swayman was solid through 30 minutes. And then that Bennett goal, I don't like that one. The Barkov one's really tough. There's a lot of bodies. I don't know about that. But we just needed 1 or 2 big saves in this one. And although the Panthers weren't getting good bounces and it was going post and out and all that good stuff, you still need to make the saves once in a while, the big ones. And the Panthers took a lot of shots that weren't like high scoring opportunities, and they put themselves in bad scenarios sometimes with these shots, lowering their angles. But we really could have used a save or 2 in this one that we did not get. This was Swayman's first rough outing in a little while. And I was really disappointed to see that. I was honestly a little surprised to see that. So that was a real bummer. The Panthers deserve that one, through and through. If you're going to outwork the other team for the last 20 minutes in a tie game, you're going to bust your ass. And when we scored that goal, when Pasta scored that goal with 48 seconds left, I know you felt like we stole one, right? With the way the third had gone, you felt like we stole this game. And then we didn't. The Panthers deserve this win. I really, truly believe that. I don't think refereeing played a role in it. I don't think there's any excuse other than the Panthers wanted this game more than us. And that is something that needs fixing. Is if you're going to have a team come out in the third and outplay you because they want it more, I don't care if you're first in the league and they're 24th or whatever the fuck they are and they're trying to make the playoffs. So of course they want it more. They need the points more than we do. That's not how you build a championship team. The guys have got to push. I'm not saying that's where we're at. I'm saying we got outplayed in 1/3 period. That's not the end of the world. But it is something that if it were to become a habit is concerning. I'm not there yet. It's 2 losses in a row for the first time in this season after 49 games played. That's going to be okay. It is unfortunate, though, that we lost to Tampa, we lost to Florida, and now we're on a back-to-back to the Canes. This road trip is not going well. We are 1-1-1 on the road trip so far, and it's a tough road trip. And this next month after the break only gets tougher because we get Canes, then we get Toronto, and then we get the break, and then it's 1 game at home on the road, and a game at home, and then a bunch on the road. And it's going to be a really tough month. And you got to see this team. Got to see this team at least keep consistency. That's probably the biggest goal here, is to stay consistent. Again, I don't really care about the record for regular season or anything like that, but you got to stay consistent. Anyway, guys, that does it for me. I'll be at the game tomorrow. So again, that video is not going to come out very quickly. I hope I see a couple of you there. I know a few people have already messaged me. I'm excited to see you guys. Yeah, go Bees. Go Bees!